Clyde Drexler because he had a higher scoring average. He has more accomplishments. He has more rings.
Better than Reggie.
Yeah, he's better than Reggie.
Better than.
But I have AI as number three shooting guard of all time.
Oh yeah.
I have AI. I have Mike, Kobe. I mean, I think the problem is in his career, everybody put him at the point guard, but I've never seen him as a point guard. I've always seen him as a shooting guard.
Yeah. I mean, he was playing off guard that whole time with the Sixers.
So, yeah, because Eric Snow was the starter.
Eric Snow was the one. So you can definitely, if is AI a better player than Dwayne Wade? I guess that's what it comes down to. I'd have to think about that one.
I mean, let's see. He had a higher scoring average than Dwayne Wade. And like I said, Chris Bouchard, he got people. He his all fancy, and he pretty much said what I said though.
LeBron James
had a high scoring average. He stayed averaging at least 2 steals a season per game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he had assists. He had like 4 or 5 scoring titles. I think D Wade got it once.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's tough because I mean, in his good teams.
Well, AI didn't have a friendship pass to get to the top. I'm saying the top player plus the top 15 player come in and give you longevity in your career. Because if they don't go to Miami, how much more is Dwayne Wade that Dwayne Wade? I mean, even when they were there, he didn't perform.
If D Wade's not D Wade, Shaq doesn't win those championships in Miami.
He was in his prime though, so I give him that part. But 5 years later, when LeBron came there, he wasn't that same guy no more.
No, you're right. I don't know.
See, AI.
Why can't I?
AI was the man in Philly, and he went to Denver and was still getting buggers the same way.
Yeah.
I think AI let out. He didn't, like I said, he didn't put as much. People rag on Kobe ragged on Shaq about if he'd have practiced. If AI would have put more of his effort into on the court rather than being distracted by outside stuff and being a star,
yeah,
he could have been a lot better. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot better because he was good. He could have had a better overall career.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's a fact. And then he could have won a championship if he played the back, like at the end of his career. Like so, there's just twofold. AI was a stubborn guy. So,
but there was people on that list. I was like, what?
I'll take a look at it. I didn't take a look.
Like Steve Nash is on the list of like a top 50 player. I'm like, what?
I'm like, Nash top 50.
In order for you to put Steve Nash in your top 50, that means you gotta agree that he deserved to win those back-to-back MVPs.
I don't believe that.
It was like
he definitely robbed. I forget in those years who.
This dude averaged like 17 points a game and won an MVP.
How? LeBron was the best player to me.
I think one of the years when he won it, like that was like a year Kobe won like a scoring title.
No, that was. They needed a white like marketing.
I mean, I'm wrong. Steve Nash had like my thing is, Steve Nash didn't even have an entire career of being like the best at his position.
He developed into that.
Like his last year in Denver, or like that last year in Denver when he was with Dirk, and then he dipped out on Dallas. I mean, not Denver, Dallas.
Right.
Then he dipped out, went to Phoenix, and had a couple good years there.
I think people got mesmerized by that offense. And
Manu Ginobili's on the top 50 list.
No. That's not like a trash list. I don't know if I can take that as serious.
But like this, I started watching basketball on a regular basis. The year the Bulls won the first.
Is Gary Payton on the list?
No.
So this is the illegitimate list.
Gary Payton isn't on the list. And if he is, I missed it. But I don't know. I'm gonna say no, just I have to double check it. The fact that Isaiah Thomas was like damn near 50 on the list. Growing up, when people listed great point guards, they said Magic, Isaiah Thomas. Like that would be the one and the two. They would say Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas. When they may say John Stockton. So to have him be like behind all these other point guards, I'm like, come on, yo. Steve Nash never led the Suns to finals. Isaiah Thomas, they went back to back, and even when they didn't win, it was a dogfight, except for that last shit against Chicago. Like the Celtics, they just mollywop them.
Right.
It was fights.
Right. I don't know. Ray Allen got to be on the list. If
Ray Allen's on the list.
Ginobili is on the list.
Ray Allen's on the list somewhere.
That sounds like a lot of recency bias too. I don't know.
No, they got a bunch of oldies on there.
I know Ginobili is not a top 50 nothing. And he's a great player. He might be the best Argentinian.
Bill Walton's on the list.
Yeah. Bill's knees don't give you. You can't.
But my thing is, I feel like if you can find a way to put Bill Walton on the list, then you need to try to find a way to have Wes Unseld on that list.
Yes.
Because Wes Unseld is like the only player in NBA history to win the Rookie of the Year and the Finals MVP.
Yeah. He's a good player.
Granted, Wilt Chamberlain's on that list. Wilt Chamberlain is the only player to be the Rookie of the Year and the season MVP.
Oh, I thought Earl the Pro did that.
Nope. Wilt Chamberlain.
Earl the Pro got a Rookie of the Year and he got something else that same year.
Maybe he got something else. The damn sure didn't get that.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that.
They're the only two players that do those type of things. Rookie of the Year and regular season MVP for Wilt Chamberlain.
How far back that, John? Oh, there it is. No, this is the Allen Iverson shit. I saw it, Allen.
Finals MVP and Rookie of the Year was Wes Unseld. Let's see, who else? Scotty's on the list. Clearly, I think he's a little low.
Charles Barkley has to be on the list, right?
Yeah, Barkley's on the list.
Okay, there.
I think Ewing's low. I think because Ewing. I think once some of the people, if they didn't win a championship, they took a hit. But Ewing was a big deal for, like, Ewing had a good 10-year run. And he was a top player. You know,
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Jerry West, and Dwayne Wade.
Well, they got Jerry West at number 3 shooting guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's top 18, and Dwayne was 21.
I don't know about Jerry West being a top shooting guard.
I think people respect it because he used the logo.
I guess so.
I mean, it is what it is.
But AI not on there. Carmelo's not on there either.
Let's see. That wasn't a list. That was just the shooting guards. Bleacher Report. Yeah, I didn't pay. I don't see everything that y'all posting that motherfucking action chat because I don't have my notifications on.
But I remember they had Michael Jordan as number 1, LeBron number 2, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as number 3.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I respect that.
Kareem was, Kareem was, putting sky hooks over niggas at 40. You know what I mean? So kind of tough to.
Yeah, I mean,
disrespect.
Like for the most part, like there's people on the list that I don't have any experience with, So I can't really like chime in. I can only look at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I end up doing a lot of times, looking at these guys and looking at the numbers and saying, all right, what is the numbers? What are their numbers? Like, sometimes numbers tell stories, sometimes they don't. But when you comparing them against other guys doing the same thing, you gotta have, the numbers gotta matter. So, like, I don't hear anybody talk about, I've never heard anybody talk about Darshay's when you talk about the greats, but he's on their top 50.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? What? Like, Alex English, I hear about him.
Bernard King.
You know what I'm saying? Kiki Vandalay, I heard about those guys. David Thompson.
NBA legends. Don't tell me they got Tony Parker on this motherfucker.
Yes.
This is top 100.
Tony Parker's on the list.
Okay.
Tony Parker's on their top 50 list.
Okay. So they somehow they got a whole, like, I see what it is. They got a whole scale. They scale everything.
Kawhi Leonard's on that list somewhere.
Okay, so I see
top 50 all time.
Just missed the coast. Cut Sam Cassell. Jesus.
Sam Cassell what?
He's in consideration. He's a top.
How?
Tony One point guard. For whatever. Like, have you read the article?
I just looked at the list.
Yeah.
I looked at the list because I saw the list and I'm like, I don't like when I see a list and I see it don't make like a certain thing that made me question it. It's like it throws me off. It's like now I get argumentative and I start getting into debate. You know, like for instance when that rap joint came out.
Oh.
It's like I just like look at this like yo, what are y'all talking about? Like, come on.
I mean, like Joe Budden was at 3. Like it's illegitimate.
I don't know who put that list out. I think he had something to do with the people putting the list out. To be honest, to be honest with you, I think that person.
He might have.
And because I keep saying like, yo, I'm a Joe Budden like
Joe Budden fan.
from the beginning. I'm a mixtape Joey.
Yeah. Triangle offense. DJ Clue. All that.
So
Yeah,
so it's like I don't see him as a top 3.
Nah, top 35.
Cause you got like his body of work don't say top 3.
No, top 35.
Sorry.
Like once you get into like 30s, like you start talking about skill over body of work. So like him 31, 32, 33, I mean in the top, third of the top 30, you say okay, you can put that man in there. Like nobody can really question it. But nah, they got this. I mean, according to this article, they put a whole advanced stat list together.
I ain't want to read on it, bro. None of that stuff matter to me, bro. Like seriously, when you playing the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you look at advanced stats?
No.
I'm not looking at advanced stats. I'm looking at my stats.
Mark Price was 100.
Like all I hit is advanced stat stuff. Like if you didn't get the opportunity to get in the game and get the burn, then that tells me everything I need to know. Like I don't want to see your advanced stats. Like if you came off the bench, right, and you perform well coming off the bench, your advanced stats of course gonna be good. But if you off the bench, who are you going up against?
And they got Deadlift Strength at 94.
You're going up against the number 2s. You're going up against a backup.
Chris Webber's 94.
So Manager Mobley spent the majority of his career going up against the backup shooting guard.
David Thompson.
Like, come on, man.
That's true. I mean, I agree. It can't be. It was Jack Twyman. Okay. Anyway. That's an old